Warning. The Good Times podcast features foul language and insensitive comments performed by professionals. Accordingly, Good Times podcast must insist that no sound play is so out loud during work, at school or with your grandma. Enjoy the show.
On this week's episode of the Good Times podcast, we talk about quarantine snacks and what we've been eating.
And then I have a couple of infographics to drop some info from these graphics.
Also, on top of that, we're going to be bringing in a new segment called Pornhub Comments.
All of this and much more emanating live from the GTP hole. This is the Good Times Podcast.
Good Times Podcast. Hey, y'all having a good time? Having a good time. Always a good time. Now what the hell are you waiting for? Donuts.
Welcome on in, everybody. I am the assassin of the slave mind, the executioner, and if you don't know, now you know. And fresh out the box. Stop, look and watch. Ready yet? Get set. It's Almanac Jack.
Bonjour! Hey, I'm Almanac Jack, and this is the Executioner, and you're listening to another episode of Good Times. Oh man, episode 2 of season 3, and we're gonna be hitting you pretty good today.
Oh yeah.
I mean, just in the gut, just
in there with the fist.
like right up in there. Yeah.
Wait, I don't think it makes sense.
Well, when you fist, you don't just fucking go ram up in there. You got to make your hand triangle, and then you just and then you start going. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where the pyramid came from.
Finesse and then anger. That's the way you do it. Executioner, man, how's it going? What's going on?
Oh man, it's been going pretty good. So I guess I can start off with a little bit of a health update, I guess. For much of whatever it is. So
for what it's worth, huh?
Yeah, for what it's worth. So basically, we started off this year. I started off this year, going to the gym and stuff like that and eating pretty well. Then once the gym closed down, so did I.
Hey, that's the way to do it.
Man, all I can really say is, I mean, don't get me wrong, like I've been eating pretty shitty for the most part. But I mean, it wasn't as bad as I was before, thankfully. So but man, damn, I gotta get out of these habits again. It's been bad.
Yeah.
Bad.
Oh, I hear you there.
Dude.
Man, I had lost 17 pounds. I probably gained 16 of it back.
Yeah, I lost I think I was at close to 20 and I probably gained like 60. So
yeah, man, that gym needs to open up. I know that everybody's like, well, you could go run outside.
Fuck outside.
You could go work out in your backyard. Yeah, but it's no fun. Like I genuinely have fun at the gym.
Oh man.
And especially because I go with either you or James or Janet. I mean, I like to talk when I'm working out. I don't like to stay by myself because then I start thinking my thoughts. And then I start like, I could be doing this instead. Or like, man, this is no fun or whatever. Like, I need to have fun when I'm working out.
I got you.
I don't like to just look at my dog fucking sniffing around while I'm doing squats or something in my backyard, It's no fun.
Hey, what are you doing over there? You laying shits? This is my yard.
Take a shit already.
Take a shit already so I can go.
Yeah, Jesus.
You're in my shit spot, man. What are you doing? Hurry up.
I'm doing like walking lunges or something like that, and then she shits like right in my path. No, don't do that. What are you doing?
No, I'm still lunging. Yeah. I can't stop.
Mid-lunge and then right
fuck.
there. Yeah. See, that sucks, man.
Well, all I can really say is I don't really have anything to say other than I just got lazy as a motherfucker. And I mean, yeah, like I think the biggest thing about working out at home is the fact that when I'm home, it's like my comfort zone. It's like my comfort place is where I chill. It's where I just do whatever I need to do. You know, play video games or whatever the fuck it is. Did I say play video games? It sounds like a fucking old person. Play fucking games. Game like a fucking gamer. No,
well, I mean, it could be. No, I still see that you need to say video games because, I go home and play games. What are you playing? Uno? Sorry? Monopoly?
Yeah, but who goes home and plays Uno by themselves or Monopoly by themselves?
Me. I have Monopoly on my phone.
Well, that makes sense, okay? And I have
Uno on my Switch.
There you go.
Yeah.
But you don't play by yourself.
Oh boy, I play with myself all the time.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I do that too. But
hey,
dude, I don't know. Like, I just think, like, personally, I just feel like that's kind of been like my excuse in my head is that I just want to chill when I'm at home. I mean, I go outside and play with my dog. I mean, don't get me wrong, my little husky, big ol' husky Cookie.
That's a big ol' husky and a little husky.
She just has a lot of fur. She's pretty small, for the most part.
Yeah, but that dog must be fucking hot all the time, dude.
I feel bad, honestly,
because Bonnie's got some good fur on her, but husky, dude. Yo, that's like wearing a fur coat all the time.
Yeah, and I thought
shedding all the time.
I thought that that dogs like hairy dogs kind of went with the seasons and stuff like that.
They kind of do.
You know what I mean? Because she started shedding like in the end of December and like the beginning of January. So it's like, okay, that makes sense because she's shedding and then, you know, springtime comes around, but springtime never came around.
Yeah, that's true.
It's been hot the past couple weeks, but it's also had like this random ass like breeze out of nowhere, and you get random ass rain and shit like that.
Yo, speaking of the breeze, man, this on and off windy days needs to stop, man, because my allergies are just fucking me. Yeah, and then I have a big oak tree. Yeah, dude. I have an oak tree in my yard, and it has those little pollen caterpillar looking things, you know, and that yellow shit is just getting everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
And I take my dog out to take a shit. And, man, the wind is just blowing like crazy. I'm getting just sneeze attacks all the time. And the worst thing with all this coronavirus shit, too, is that if you sneeze around somebody, they're like, uh-oh, you got the coronavirus. Like, that ain't how this shit works. You know? It's like, fuck. So, because I sneezed at Winco, and I pulled my shirt over my nose and my mouth, and I sneezed into my shirt. And so then one of the workers, she was like, uh-oh, I heard that. I'm like, yeah, you heard it because I sneezed fucking loud, you know? That's why you heard it. You try to hold in and sneeze, your head's going to blow up.
Like, what does it matter, bitch? Like,
yeah.
And I think the one of the things, too, at my work is that if you get caught sneezing, they'll send you home.
What?
Yes. Like, you don't have to be sick or anything.
It's springtime.
Yes, I know. So it's like if you sneeze, like you gotta like hide the fuck out of it.
You gotta You gotta do the cartoon thing where you put the finger underneath the nose.
Dude, I forgot about
touch somebody and then like it goes to them instead. Get them kicked out instead of you.
Touch the butt.
He touched the butt.
Dude, it's like so insane, dude. But yeah, the air has been shit.
Yeah.
Man, like I think the worst thing about my allergies is waking up and just having like a dry ass fucking mouth, dude. It sucks. It fucking sucks, dude. I hate it the most.
Are you a mouth breather when you sleep?
I guess it just depends on if like how my nose is.
Oh, okay.
Because like ever since I started taking these allergy pills at the beginning of the year, I finally was able to like breathe. You know what I mean? And so I don't get told like I snore too much or anything like that, or snore out loud. Like Fernie doesn't tell me like, yeah, you're snoring, or like you're snoring hella loud, or you know, my niece doesn't tell me. So I think
I got a good snoring story for you.
So I think I'm back at the point where I can actually breathe out of my nose, so I'm not a mouth breather anymore when I'm sleeping.
That's
so
good.
Yeah, so it feels good. So what do you got?
Okay, so I'm gonna throw my wife under the bus a little bit. She doesn't snore, but she like makes a noise, like and like hums, I guess you could say, is the closest thing to it. Okay, and she's done this for a long time. You know, I always know when she's asleep because like she's dreaming. And she'll be like,
Oh, okay. Right.
You know? And so like sometimes when she breathes, like it's like almost every breath. And she'll be like, And yo, the other night, dude, every breath she was going at it, and every breath was fucking loud as fuck, dude. So it was all and I literally, she was asleep, and I literally just turned to her, "Shut up, Janet!" And she woke up instantly, and she was like, "What? Why you tell me to shut up?" I'm like, "Because you're fucking loud, bro." So then I just start dying laughing. She starts dying laughing or whatever. And then we didn't go back to sleep after that because we were just fucking laughing, dude. And just stayed awake and whatever, and just laughing, man.
I've noticed that for some people that like, and I've noticed that for myself too, that like when you're like, I don't know what it is, and you know what? One of the thoughts I've had recently is like when you're like meditating, you do the whole and it like calms you down.
What do you call it? The Om.
Yeah, the Om or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But then the reason why they do that is because of the vibration from from what you're saying. It's not about the word. It's about the vibrations, about the Om, and it like goes through your body and it helps you like relax. So I kind of wonder if like, because I've caught myself a few times where like I'm like halfway asleep and I'm like like, wait, what the fuck was that? Like wake up and I'm like, oh shit. But that kind of makes sense though, like that your body does that when you're like maybe you're like having a dream or something, it's trying to calm itself down maybe, or you know, something like it does something of that nature to really make you feel good, you know what I mean? Like the vibration like helps you out or something like that. Like
and you always hear about like how like those Shanghai monks, you know, they always say, you know, when they're meditating they make like a Om or whatever,
right, and
it's always about vibrations, and they live their life according to like how I guess the earth vibrates and certain vibrations that they're giving off and receiving at the same time. And this one like little leaflet that I read one time, these like monk looking dudes were walking around Fresno City College just passing them out and obviously trying to get some money out of you for those little bracelets that they got. But I took the leaflet from him. I didn't give it back to him. Well, fuck, he gave it to me, the leaflet, for free. He had a whole bunch in his hand.
Oh,
so anyway, God. I read in there that along with your vibrations, everybody has a certain vowel that like works best for them. So whether you know, say for the O, instead of an O, you do a oo, or instead of an A, like instead of an ah, you go a. Like, and it's depending on which you know, the long sound or the short sound you use for that vowel, it'll work better for you.
And then some people have the oh.
Those must be from the last episode. All the hookers and stuff, whatever. Yeah. Those are their vowels.
Yeah, they got the ohms down. It's
yeah,
the, oh.
Yeah, they're the oh and the ooh. They're the O's. They take all the O's from everybody else.
Oh shit, dude. Yeah, that's crazy. That's definitely one of the things that I've noticed too about the vibrations and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so last week we talked about what we were watching during quarantine, or had been watching. But what have you been eating?
Oh God!
Because boy, I've been eating a lot. A lot of good stuff too. Not as much stuff as I've enjoyed either, because stores are closed or they require you to wear a mask. I almost got thrown out of a damn Chipotle because I walked in and as soon as I walk in, the guy's already like halfway out of the kitchen and in the lobby to throw me out.
Oh, jeez.
And he's like, whoa. He's like, you picking up an order, or are you here to place an order? I'm here to place an order. Well, I can't let you in here without a mask. So here we go again. Me getting thrown out for not wearing a mask again. And so I was like, fuck. So I walk out and I had my work mask in the car. He's like, have a good day, sir. And like the door's already closing and I'm just yelling, I'm gonna be back. So I walk back in and I order my shit. And I'm like, this is stupid, man. Like,
oh my God.
Like, because the thing with Chipotle that always bothered me pre-Rona is that you know that glass that they have to protect the food from the customer? People always point over the glass, like, can I get the steak? And they're pointing at the glass,
Their
right?
fingers like
But
in the steak.
I've literally seen people
right here.
I've literally seen people go over the glass, and they're like, yeah, let me get that rice right there.
It's a long ass arm.
Yeah. And I'm like, yo, why aren't you telling these people the glass is here for a reason, so you don't touch this shit?
Yeah, that's true.
What the hell are they doing? But anyway.
Well, I guess I'll add to that real quick too about the mask. I was at Jamba Juice just the other day, and I did an online order. I walked in, and as soon as I walked in, it wasn't like, "Hello, how are you doing?" It wasn't, "Do you have a you here to make an order, pick up order, whatever." It was, "Excuse me, sir, do you have your mask on?" And I was like, "Do you have a mask?" And I was like, "No." And then she's like, "Well, you have to have a mask on if you want to be in the lobby." And I was like, "Okay." So she's like, "Well, so if you don't have a mask, you have to leave." And I was like, "So I'm not going to get my order then?" And then she's like, "Oh, do you have an online order?" And I was like, "Yes, I have an online order. It's for Chris." And she's like, "Oh, okay. We'll put it outside right now." I was like, "What the fuck is your problem, bitch?" Like,
yeah, this whole curbside stuff is kind of getting dumb. But anyway,
God.
All right, let's get away from there. What have you been eating besides Jamba Juice?
Oh God!
Or attempting to eat Jamba Juice?
Well, we just had that barbecue tri-tip sandwich, and it was fucking bomb.
There's my my meditation vibrations. That tri-tip was fucking bomb, dude.
It was super fucking good. I've had that, but I've been in the mood for like barbecue. I went to another spot recently. I forgot what it was called, but whatever, fuck them. They had really good ribs, and the tri-tip sandwich wasn't that great, but the ribs were like really fucking good, falling off the bone, and that's what I like. Where you can get like to peel that skin off the bone, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well,
I know what you're talking about.
So you can get it clean off, and then give the rest to your dog.
There was a meme, and I saw, or it was a video, and some barbecue place. I don't know where it was at, and the black guy was all like, he's like, "All right, well, the motto here is if it don't fall off the bone, it's free." He's got this big ass fucking turkey leg. He gets the bone, and it literally just comes right off.
God.
And it comes out so easily, dude. It's just like pulling a stick out of sand, dude. It just falls off, man.
That sounds
crazy.
Amazing. That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know where that is. I want to know where that is.
Me too. But anyway, so what you been digging into?
So I honestly jumped into a lot of my old habit foods like asada fries. Which I missed them so much.
We've had some of those.
Yeah, so asada fries, fire, and then I've been jumping into another old habit of mine, which is
Cheese Whiz?
Cheese Whiz, which is ramen and eggs.
Oh, see, I'm not a big noodle guy.
Right. And didn't you say you never had ramen before?
I never had the cup of noodles, no.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I don't have the cup
or the ramen noodles, the package one, the square one. Never had those either.
Damn, that's some crazy shit. I lived off that for a while, or for pretty much all my life. Not because I was poor, but because it was good. But anyways, yeah, like freaking ramen and eggs, hella good. There was a point where I fucking I just kept grabbing these random burgers and stuff like that, and yeah, I mean, I can't say that I've been eating really like anything like super fucking great. I know we've had a couple, I guess I don't know if I should say it on the air, but fuck them anyway. We've had a couple parties in the past, family parties in the past month or so. Pretty fun. Yeah, they're all pretty dope. And
just wondering why I wasn't invited.
Because they weren't here. No, I'm just playing.
I would have gone to your dad's house, wherever he lives at in Mysterious Woods.
Mysterious Woods, Kermit.
In the Outback.
Yeah. In the Outback of Outback Mountain. Yeah. And yeah, it's been like just barbecue here and there, or if we've had anything. My sister made some good ass chicken about a week or so ago, and it was pretty good. Like, so other than that, I haven't been really cooking myself. I'm gonna have to get back into it. I remember the last time, the very last episode of season 2, I talked about getting the cleanse. I'm gonna actually do that now. So
you're really gonna do it this time?
I'm really gonna do it this time.
Okay.
Yeah, because I've noticed that my immune system, like because like a lot of people don't shit after their meals. I still shit after my meal, but I'm starting to notice more fucking acid reflux, and I'm like, fuck, I can't do that. You know what I mean? I can't have that shit. So
when I was younger, I always thought that was a problem with me because as soon as I ate, I had to take a shit. So
really?
Like being as a kid, I always thought there was I was like, fuck, man, I'm fucked up inside. What's going on? like I just ate this, I don't know, this fucking sandwich or whatever, this salami sandwich.
Yeah.
And it's like shitting coming right out of me. Turns out it's whatever the food was that I had before that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you're supposed to
and
be
I still
shitting.
do that now. And sometimes I still think, I'm like, well, here comes that salami sandwich.
As it comes out. Ugh.
Yeah. Oh, man.
What about, I mean, have you had anything exotic or anything like that?
Well, Janet and I have been digging into a few places. We went to Quesadilla Gorilla.
Oh, yeah. That looked fucking good.
They are amazing. They're off by Fresno High, so they're not too far away from us. Matter of fact, we could walk over there, which we did. And we went to Carl's Jr. the other day, and she got the usual. She gets a number 6, which is the big Carl.
Oh, yeah.
But I tried something new from there.
Okay.
I got the BFC.
Oh.
The big fucking cheeseburger.
The big fucking cheeseburger.
And yo, that thing was good. It was really good. I liked it.
Damn.
I know it's not going to stay around for too long, but if you ever get the chance to have the big fucking cheeseburger from Carl's Jr., do it, because that little cheese, because it's basically like breaded cheese, you know? And so like it's all melty and gooey because it's hot, and it's awesome. I liked it. I really liked it.
That sounds pretty fucking good, because usually whenever I go to Charles Cunier's to get a double Western, their chicken tenders are fucking good.
Yo, I remember the first time they came out with those chicken tenders, they gave them to me in like a regular ass like styrofoam thing that didn't even say Carl's Jr. or anything.
Really?
Like a box. And I was like, what the fuck is going on here? But they were hella good.
They're really good.
Yeah.
Like, and for those that don't know, they're made there. They're hand breaded and everything, and then fried on the spot. Because when I get those motherfuckers, they're hot as shit.
Yeah.
Like, just fried. And it's kind of funny because I feel like they put more effort into the chicken. But what about
the burger?
Yeah, than the meat. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, I think the burger's really good. But I mean, there's always got to be room for improvement or something.
Oh,
like
for
that,
sure.
You know what I mean?
Well, what's been like your go-to snack? Like not meal, but like snack.
Oh shit. Oh god. So this is kind of like the last time we talked about this, where I ate like shit, but then my go-to snacks were like fucking kind of healthy.
Oatmeal.
No,
Because I think that's what you said last time.
oh yeah, I did say oatmeal. So it's been bananas, oranges, peanuts, and yogurt. I have a strawberry yogurt in
Oh,
my
well,
mini
geez, you got the
fridge.
snacking down like pretty good.
Yeah, well, and it's just, and I enjoy those, you know what I mean? Because whenever I get like a sugar craving, like I usually go for like a banana or something like that, or like a the strawberry yogurt that I have in my fucking fridge or something like that. You know, just, and I don't know what it is, but you know, that's good for me because, you know, then I developed a good habit already. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not that far off. I'm not eating like fucking hot Cheetos and chips all the time either. And
That's good.
Because personally, I'm not a big fan of like eating a shit ton of chips. Like, especially like Ruffles or Lay's or something like that. Just gets too salty, too fucking fast. I think the only thing...
God damn it, that's the second time. Fucking last episode too.
And so like, I think one of my favorite things is, I think the only thing I can really like go through pretty easy is like fucking just regular Cheetos. Like,
Oh, okay. I did try the organic Cheetos. And they're white cheddar instead of the orange cheese.
and
And this is the first time I've had Cheetos in a long time. Like,
then
especially with me being, you know, like a chip worker.
and then
I don't eat too many chips anymore.
and then
And then I ate the whole bag, and they were pretty good. Not gonna lie, they were actually pretty good. I liked them.
Was it really?
Yeah, they're not bad. Janet was kind of mad because she didn't get any because I ate them all.
Because you just fucked them up. So wait, is Fritos making them?
Yeah, Frito-Lay makes them.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they're just in a different bag. It's not all orange. It's white with like an orange big stripe going down the middle. Or in this case, it's red because they're the crunchy ones. But they have poofy ones too. And that one's orange. But yeah, they're organic ones. And I don't know. I don't really taste the difference. It tastes like if you've ever had, during Halloween, they have the bag of bones.
Oh yeah.
It's that flavoring.
Gotcha.
So it's the same thing.
Oh, you know what I was gonna mention too? What I had recently was, for the first time in like a couple years, a fucking elote.
Oh really?
Oh my god.
Wow.
All I gotta say is, when I ate that shit, I was like, Damn, this shit is so good, and I've been craving one ever since.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
And we don't usually get the corn man around here. So and
it's a dying breed.
Yeah.
Dying job, unfortunately.
Plus, they don't want to get fucking robbed by these dumb fucks.
Well, there was a guy last year that got killed.
Yeah.
They killed his
I wish
ass.
I could see somebody fucking get robbed.
Give me your corn.
Yeah, I know, right? They're not making that much either. It's like, I bet you if you ask the dude for like $5, he'd probably give it to you.
Sure.
He'd be like, here's an elote and $5.
Yeah,
Man, have a
take
great
a snow
day.
cone
Like,
with you. It's hot outside.
Yeah, exactly. Like, fucking idiots, bro.
Just let me keep my bike.
It's like, if you ever robbed a fucking corn man, like, you are like
you're
up
like
there.
The lowest of the low.
You're literally up there with pedophiles. Like, seriously.
Yeah, you're way down the totem pole. Like, you're a piece of shit.
Bullshit.
Yeah, it's hella stupid how people just do that thing, man.
I know, and dude, just the elote was just so good. I've been craving one again. I gotta stop, dude, because I already know it's gonna become a fucking habit. But
yeah,
I don't think there's nothing around here.
Janet does. I don't eat them.
They're good. They're just fucking good. I did want to talk about too. So I kind of like in the last episode, I had a random thought about urinals and stuff like that, and we kind of went on a little tangent. So
sure.
Another thing I kind of thought about was some people say that dogs are racist because of their owners are racist.
Okay.
Now, I've seen dogs like bark at like minority people, like black people and stuff like that before, like aggressively. I've seen it before. Now, it kind of begs the question though, how does a dog become racist? Because when you think about it, is it like a guy that's like in his house and he's like, fuck that guy, he's outside and it's because he's this skin color and because he's doing that and blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Or is it because the guy is inside and he sees the guy walking by and he starts barking at him? And then the dog's like, oh, all right, okay. Like, so every time a guy walks by, he's like, you know, like, what the fuck? Like, how does a dog become racist because of its owner? How?
That's true.
How? I don't understand.
Now, my theory with this, at least towards black people,
okay,
because they always say that dogs are colorblind, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, imagine them, you know, seeing in shades of gray.
Okay.
That they see this black blob, you know, and
just
I know it sounds bad.
Oh, I couldn't keep a straight face.
But imagine this fucking black fucking blob just walking by and then like coming up towards him, you know, like just coming up towards him.
Oh yeah, I mean, I guess so. Like,
it sounds terrible, but
it sounds bad.
You gotta imagine it though. Like,
the way I imagine it in my head, that's why it's funny. Is like to see like this ghost figure, like you're like, oh shit, you know, like what the fuck, like.
Well, yeah, I mean, like you hear it's like, oh, bush, tree, blob. What the fuck is this? You know, shadowy figure just kind of coming out of nowhere.
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
I mean, it's probably just them getting scared, I guess.
Maybe it could
then,
be that
you
too.
know, like what about, you know, say like I don't know, say you're a white dude and you have your dog, but your I don't know, your mailman's fucking a Mexican guy. Yeah. Or, you know, say your delivery guy is a Chinese guy. Yeah. You know, it's still the same thing where it's like, oh shit, you know, here's a guy. Here's the Mexican guy. Bow, wow, 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 you know? Right. But, I mean, way lighter complected to where this guy can actually see that it's a person, or the dog can see it's a person, you know? Yeah. So, I mean, it kind of begs the question, like, why is it that? And why do they always bark at the mailman?
That's true.
Like,
That's true, too.
My dog goes apeshit when the mailman shows up. Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah.
That's true. That's true. I'm not...
And he's not black either. He's a little Filipino guy.
Yeah, and so it's kind of like, dude, it's just so weird to me, like, because even if like the dog owner was like right there saying like racist things, like, oh yeah, we don't support those, you know, Mexicans or the African Americans or whatever, and obviously in a different tone, but like you could say all that, but a dog's not thinking like, oh yeah, Mexicans are Mexicans and black people are black people or Chinese people are Chinese people. That's not, a dog doesn't know what that is, or maybe they do, I don't know, but it's like it just makes me wonder, like, how does a dog become racist?
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Because I'm just imagining, like, your dog. They always say your dog doesn't understand you, right?
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, they just hear wah 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 Mexican.
Mexican.
That's the one word they understand,
Yeah,
right?
out of everything. Mexican in their name.
Yeah.
And that's it.
I don't know, man. Dogs are just funny though. So like,
for sure. Dogs are a fucking trip. I just don't understand how that works. Like,
I
if
don't
anybody
either,
wants
but-
to send me like something about how it works, that'd be great. Or if they have a
send us
thesis
some
on it.
theories or send us whatever your theory is. I guess.
Because again, I don't understand. Owners don't bark at fucking other people like dogs do. I mean, you could bark, like yell at them, but like it's not the same thing. So I don't understand. Like.
Yeah.
They're racist because of their dog owners. Like, what the fuck? How does that even work?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
But with all this Rona going around and nobody able to do anything,
Yep.
sports.
Oh, God.
Sports are a big thing right now because, well, there just simply isn't any.
Yeah.
NASCAR finally decided to start over the weekend of the 17th. And, well, football, we don't know. Basketball, we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
We've had pro wrestling.
Yeah.
There's just no audience.
No audience.
And I got to tell you, I fucking hate it. It's weird. I haven't watched any wrestling with no audience. I didn't even watch WrestleMania. I'll tell you that.
I don't blame you either.
Yeah.
It wasn't that great.
But with no audience, though, it's just even worse.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear fucking The Undertaker huffing and puffing. You know? Just, like, I don't want to hear that shit.
Well, the good thing is you quickly get over it. But I agree. The not having any audience has really made pro wrestling a big, it's like there's like a big void because of the fact that you can't even, like, you can bring in new people, but to like bring in a new person and a new personality, a new character, it's hard to do. There's no crowd to react to it.
And they've been bringing out new characters and, like, I don't know. Like, they brought out Killer Cross. And him and Scarlett started doing their
Carry-on Cross.
Yeah. Well, they did their thing, and Scarlett was like, basically the star of the show more than Cross was.
Yeah.
But I mean, the song that they had and whatever, you would think that, okay, if they did it with the audience, the crowd would have been going apeshit over it.
Right.
But now that there's no audience, it's like, man, I don't know. Or like, what if you watch like it's the same thing with like any sport though. Would you really want to watch baseball with no audience? Would you really want to watch an entire football game in a giant ass arena stadium with no audience, or are they going to be playing on a practice field?
Well, I mean, to answer your question, yes, I would. Just because I look forward to baseball and football all the time. I think it's a little bit different for me for pro wrestling. Like, I do want to watch because of the fans, because the fans are just like the biggest part, one of the biggest, if not the biggest part of the spectacle that you're in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I think another thing with like football, for me, I'm not really too worried about the crowd so much. It's just more like, how they play is how they play. I think the biggest thing though is the adrenaline is gone.
Yeah, and that's one of the things I've been hearing too. LeBron James was saying that he's like, I don't want to play basketball in front of no audience because there's no feeling to it.
Yeah.
And you got to imagine that a guy like that, who's a big star, who, he's making a lot of buckets, but I mean, when he's fucking posterizes somebody and he gets the audience just going ape shit in LA, you got to imagine that does wonders for the rest of his game.
Oh, for sure.
Or the same thing with somebody making a touchdown or just making a good pass, like say like a 30-yard pass.
Right.
Like you're going to start being hyped up for the rest of that game because you're like, all right, we're on fire now.
Yeah.
So now you're probably going to see sports where there's just no fire because there's no audience to lend that hand. And as cheesy as it is, as people don't believe it a lot of times, the audience really is another player for a home team.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
yeah, absolutely.
I don't know.
No, I absolutely agree. I think in basketball, it's a little bit different than in football. I think that since there's more players on the actual football field, there's more testosterone going.
Sure.
in terms of basketball, I think it'll like for LeBron James, like I guess we could talk about him on that subject. It would be, I think he almost relies on adrenaline because he's getting old.
Yeah, that could
and I'm not
be
saying that he's like 40 years old and his fucking knees going out and he can barely walk. I'm just saying, like, you know, for you to be durable throughout an entire game and it gets to the fourth quarter, that's when you're tired the most. Yeah. But you start going because you have all that adrenaline. People are like watching you. There's like crowds cheering you on and all kinds of shit is happening. And you start feeling that. You start hulking up. You're like, oh, come on, brother. Let's do this, brother.
Let's do it, dude.
Yeah. It's crazy, man.
No, I feel you. Because with NASCAR coming back, you never see the audience anyway. The audience pays zero importance into the race,
right?
You know,
unless the driver somehow looks over in a slow motion just to see his wife nodding at him,
showing her boobs.
Yeah, as he makes the turn and somehow gets his car gets adrenaline because
the car was like, holy shit, are those tits? Fuck yeah, 3 miles an hour faster now.
Damn right.
Hey, that's sometimes I guess that's all you need. All you need in sports is a good pair of tits for the athletes to see, and adrenaline's gonna go through the roof. I'm just saying, testosterone's gonna go up. Performance will go up, and their wieners will go up. Yeah. So I think that's really all you really need, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just good old testosterone and titties.
Oh, I agree. So I got this little infographic here.
Okay.
And this one's a short one, and it's a couple things that are just like some information that you might not have heard of.
Okay.
So this one says, shaving thickens your hair. You hear that all the time, right?
Yeah.
Regrown hair isn't thicker, coarser, or darker. It just appears to be so because when it grows back with a blunt tip, as opposed to a new hair that has a sharpened tip.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Pretty interesting, right? You know, they always say, like, oh, once you start shaving, it's going to come back bigger and thicker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comes back with a blunter tip?
Yeah, because when you cut it off, it comes back, starts coming through with like the blunt tip instead of a sharp tip when it's like a new hair.
Huh.
Yeah. This other one, we only have 5 senses. You hear about that all the time, right?
Yeah.
Some scientists insist that we have actually 21 senses.
Holy shit.
Some of those including balance, temperature, and pain.
Okay.
But I mean, with that one though, wouldn't you count pain as feeling? The sense of feeling.
Right.
Because that's how you know. Stove hot.
Yeah.
Stove
well,
hurt.
I think the thing that they're talking about though is your ability to figure out if it's hot. I guess that's what it would be.
Yeah, I guess so.
I think one of the senses that a lot of people miss out and that it's not taught is when you do something wrong. And you like run away or something, or your mom sees you and you can just feel her gazing at the back of your head.
Yeah.
The death stare. I'm about to get fucked up right now. And you turn around and what? Get fucked up. You know what I mean? And intuition as well. Intuition, I think, is another sense of that sort. They always talk about guys having, if you're a parent, you have the eyes on the back of your head. Like, that's like intuition.
My mom used to say that shit all the time. And I don't know how, but she knew exactly what the hell I was doing.
Yep.
It's weird.
Yep. That's how it is. I think those are other senses too, not taught.
Yeah. Another one you always hear, don't touch baby birds. Most birds have a limited sense of smell, so they won't abandon babies who smell like humans. And you always hear that, don't touch those kittens. Or don't touch those puppies, because the mother's going to abandon it. If you think about it, cats and dogs have a huge sense of smell.
Right.
But a bird apparently doesn't. So if you find a baby bird that's thrown out of its nest, it's not that the mom isn't going to take it back because it smells like human. It's probably going to take it back because it couldn't fly.
I mean, that makes sense. I didn't know that about the baby birds though. And also I never really thought about it either.
Yeah, I don't like birds anyway. Fuck birds.
Fucking parrots.
Yeah. And the last one on here is that alcohol kills brain cells. I remember hearing this one all the time.
Yeah.
Don't drink or else you're going to be dumb.
Right?
Yeah. Even in heavy users and alcoholics, brain cells aren't killed. They are only damaged.
Huh.
So that begs
that's even worse.
Yeah. So they're damaged, but that also begs the topic, can they be repaired? If they're damaged, can they be repaired?
Yeah, that's true. It's either my guess would be either you could repair them or just build new neurons.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that would be like probably a way to repair them, if anything.
Yeah.
I
think one of the studies that's going to come out, a couple decades from now is the effects of smoking, because they always say, oh, if you smoke dope, you're going to be a dope, right?
Yeah.
So you're going to see the same kind of studies that was with alcohol about, oh, how does it affect your brain? But now you're going to find whatever studies that come out with marijuana about that. And I think that the marijuana ones are going to be just way better.
Yeah.
It's going to do just wonders for people's brains probably.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was the infographic of just random information. So
random dancing.
You can't say you didn't learn anything while listening to this show today. So, okay. Well, we're going to go ahead and take a break right here. And on the other side, we've got another infographic that's going to be some good conversation.
Good shit.
But then we also have a new segment we're going to introduce to you. And we think you're going to like it. So this is the Good Times Podcast. And we'll see you on the other side.
And we're back here on the Good Times Podcast. Hope you enjoyed that little break. I know we did, after we got to talk about some good old racist dogs, as well as some racist sports. I don't know what else to say. Racism
just running rampant amongst the dog community. When dogs don't even know that they're black, white, and brown too.
Yeah,
damn.
I know.
Dogs.
Could you imagine being a white racist against other white people, or a black supremacist, a black white supremacist like on a Chappelle show? Oh man,
greatest skit ever.
Oh dude, that
hands down,
is amazing. So amazing.
Yeah,
what power?
Yeah.
So you talked about an infographic right before the break.
Yep.
You have yourself another one?
Well, I was gonna get to this first.
Okay.
Moles.
Moles. Mole.
Yeah.
Mole.
How do you get a mole? Do you know how you get a mole on your body? Because you ever just notice that all of a sudden, hey, there's a new mole?
No.
You never notice that somewhere on you, you're just like, that mole wasn't there before.
No, actually, no. I've always noticed the moles that I have.
Well, you don't have very many moles as it is. Like, I'm looking at you right now. You
have 4 right there.
4 just on that arm. But, I mean, even back here, like, you got 1. That's it.
I mean, honestly,
you're not a very moley guy, are you?
Yeah. I'm all about the moles.
I've got tons of moles, dude.
Really?
Yeah. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, it's the other one.
Well, it sounds like
that's 10 on my arm, and that's not even rolling my arm over.
It sounds like you're like one step closer to getting cancer, man.
Well, I do spend a lot of time in the sun because I am a Mexican. But the thing
what you trying to say? I'm just kidding.
Well, the thing with moles is you always see moles as the tiny ones, right?
Yeah.
But then you ever see those big fucking moles, dude?
Some people have some big moles on their face,
and they're raised.
Or they have a hair growing out.
Yo, and the hair is thick as fuck, dude. It looks like a fucking power cord coming out of their mole, dude. It's huge. You can plug that thing right in. It looks like this thing. This fucking little thing just coming out of your mole, dude.
Jeez.
What's the weirdest place you've ever seen a mole on somebody?
Oh damn!
I saw one today.
Probably the lip.
Yeah, I feel bad for those people. And there's a lot of women that get them right here.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, that's my beauty mark. No, that's a fucking ugly mark, dude.
Oh, jeez.
Well, dude, it's because the mole is like a fucking mini volcano on there. It's not just a dot. It's always raised, and it's got that big fucking hair coming out of it. It's, ugh. But I saw a guy today. He was a bald guy. But at the very crown of his head, he had a giant-ass dark ass brown mole.
Really?
And he had 2 hairs coming out of it.
Oh god.
And it looked like 2 fucking big straws of hay just coming out of it.
Straws of hay.
And I'm like, dude, either comb that shit or cut those hairs off, man.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen moles like in peculiar places, but like I'd have to say the lip is like the one that would suck the most.
Yeah,
moles would suck the most.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this infographic here.
Okay.
And this one says comments made in the year 1957.
Oh wow.
A simpler time. There were no phones. There was no internet.
Mm-hmm.
The microwave was the newest, hottest thing.
Yep.
Imagine that. So I got some phrases and stuff here. So let's go ahead and read a couple, and then we'll give our 2 cents in there. And in 1957, 2 cents could still buy you some shit.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Okay, so the first one says, I'll tell you one thing. If things keep going the way they are, it's going to be impossible to buy a week's groceries for $20.
Damn. That's true.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
Because a week's worth of groceries now is probably like $80.
Shit, if you're lucky.
You know? Yeah. Yeah, well, that's about how much Jan and I are. That's just for 2 people.
Okay, gotcha.
But I mean, imagine for like a whole family. Got to get snacks for the fucking kids' lunch and...
No, dude, I remember when my parents would go to the fucking store and drop like $300-$400, bro.
Well, there's like 11 of you kids.
Yeah. Oh,
So-
I mean, no, don't get me wrong. Like, I understand that, but I was like, fuck, man.
Yeah,
I
I
can't
know.
imagine doing that shit.
Groceries just cost a lot in general, dude.
I mean, yeah, it's fucking crazy. It was funny how people would always talk shit at the beginning of this coronavirus, like, oh my God, people are buying hand sanitizers and reselling them for more than they were before. Those are a bunch of scumbags. If you did this, then you're a bunch of scumbags and blah, 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 blah. Man, the fucking grocery stores do that shit all the fucking time. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Fucking ridiculous.
Here's
I used
one.
to buy it.
If they raise the minimum wage to $1, nobody will be able to hire outside help at the store. Minimum wage, $1 an hour.
Damn.
Yo, that's a Slim Jim every hour.
Could you imagine just getting paid in Slim Jims? Oh my God.
Dude, imagine like your week's pay. Say you're a part-timer. They say you don't.
Yeah, you only
work,
get 2 Slim Jims.
Yeah. So say you work what? Say 6 hours a day at the grocery store, right?
Okay.
And say you work 4 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
That week you're only bringing home $24, dude.
Hey, I bet you $24 is like, I wouldn't say a lot, but I bet you that was like enough to get you by.
Well, with this next one, might not be able to get you more. If cigarettes keep going up in price, I'm gonna quit. A quarter a pack is ridiculous.
A quarter a pack? Oh,
Dude,
man.
Packs are like $7-8 now, dude.
Holy fuck.
Because when I go to the gas station, they sell them in that little kiosk right there.
Oh, okay.
And dude, and they're always like, "Oh, discount cigarettes." Yo, they ain't no discount for a cigarette anymore, dude.
Yeah, that's true. And kind of when you think about it too, that kind of goes back to what I was talking about. You are paying, they know you're addicted to it, so they're just gonna raise the price.
Yeah.
And you're gonna buy it regardless.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy, man. Let's see this next one. It won't be long before young couples are going to have to hire someone to watch their kids so they can both work.
Oh yeah, that's become
this
a
is
big
the time
thing.
when only the man was going to work.
Yeah,
You Mom was sitting at home and taking care of Junior, making
Junior
dinner.
Armando and
But what is it with fucking women back in the 50s, whatever? It took them all day to make dinner. You ever notice that in like the old TV shows?
Nope.
Dude, it took them like all day to make dinner, dude.
I got nothing on that.
Oh, okay. Let's see. There's no sense going to Lincoln or Omaha anymore for a weekend. It nearly costs $15 a night to stay in a hotel.
Damn.
Yo, Motel 6 I think is like $49, $59 maybe. $15 a night, dude. Fuck it, I'll stay there all month long.
I know. I was gonna say, like, I'm out. Like, let's go right now. Fuck.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That is crazy.
This one. It's too bad things are tough nowadays. I see where a few married women are having to work to make ends meet.
Damn.
And see, that's back to how it is now.
Yeah.
Both parents have to work.
Both parents have to work, and it's still like not enough.
And still not enough, yeah. It's insane.
Crazy.
I never thought I'd see the day all our kitchen appliances would be electric. They are even making electric typewriters now. Well, I mean, look at can openers, dude. Honestly, I use a non-electric can opener.
Oh, really? You still do that?
And Janet's mom doesn't even use a can opener.
The fuck? She just bites it?
Yo, she gets a knife and just
fucking.
Yo, she doesn't have a good knife in her entire fucking knife set, dude. I told Janet, I was like, for her birthday, I'm getting her a fucking can opener.
Maybe I was gonna say, don't get her knives.
No, I'm not getting her knives because they'll be too sharp and then it'll cut through the fucking can too much. It'll be spilling all over the floor.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
No one can afford to be sick anymore. $35 a day in the hospital is too rich for my blood.
Mm-hmm.
$35, dude. That's just enough to fill out the application. What's wrong with you? All right, $35 just for the piece of paper.
The application fee.
Serious, man. Let's see. We'll do 2 more here.
Okay.
Marriage doesn't mean a thing anymore. Those Hollywood stars seem to be getting divorced at the drop of a hat. And you know what? It's not just the Hollywood people anymore either.
It's everybody.
Yeah. Remember Kim Kardashian? She was married for like 23 hours.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Was it fucking Chris Humphries?
Yeah.
Insane, man.
Ridiculous, dude. People just pass each other on like cats and dogs.
Yeah. And here's the last one. Thank goodness I won't live to see the day when the government takes half our income taxes. I sometimes wonder if we are electing the best people to Congress.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Back in 1957, they were even saying the same thing that a lot of people are saying now.
Yep. Again, it doesn't matter what we think. They're going to put through what they feel like, and there's not much we can do about it.
That's true.
Unless we fight. But you know how people are. They're just, hey, they say that they're doing it good, so I'm going to keep it like that.
Yeah, I know. So it's whatever. So
I wanted to bring up something too, which I thought was kind of funny.
Okay.
My cousin Caesar, you know Caesar, right?
Sure, C's Wiser.
C's Wisen. So he shot me a message earlier about a dream that he had, and I thought it was fucking hilarious. So he's like, this is mostly for Chris because he's the only person that'll know who the third person is, and it was just in a chat with my cousins and brother.
Okay.
And he's like, I had a dream that McGregor fought Khabib, which I mean everybody wants to see that again. But he also fought Velveteen Dream at the same time in a triple threat UFC fight in an octagon for the championship. And Velveteen Dream won.
Wow. Of all people, Velveteen Dream.
Velveteen Dream won. Then he goes on to say, it was so fucking random. Like, it was Khabib versus McGregor. And randomly, Velveteen Dream, and he wins. Like, he said he was pissed off. Now, he also said that there was an octagon. The octagon was War Game style, where there was 2 octagons side by side.
What?
But only one was used.
Oh, that's stupid.
So I'm like, I've had some crazy fucking dreams, but a dream like that's some vivid ass shit right there.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Well, you know what? I was thinking for UFC, what if they did tag team matches?
That would be some shit.
It'd be crazy, right? Because if one guy is locked in a submission, the other guy can literally go help him try to get out of it.
That would be crazy.
Dana White, there's your next investment right there.
Well, there was some MMA that was like that from before. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It was like a team MMA.
Mm-mm.
No, it was like a 5-on-5 where the two teams start off on different sides and then they would just run in and just fucking kick each other's ass. And it was on TV for like a couple weeks, but I think it probably just got too violent or some shit. Like,
yeah,
people probably
dying, protested against it or whatever.
Maybe. I know people got fucking hurt bad.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Craziness. Well, you know what else is crazy?
What is crazy?
This new segment we're about to do.
Oh, God.
And I think it's a good segment, especially because of the nature of it all.
Yeah.
And this new segment is called Pornhub Comments. So what we're going to do here is we dug through the wasteland, the nastiness of Pornhub. And we scrolled right to the bottom. We didn't watch no butts or stuff jumping up and down. We went straight down to the comments, and we found the funniest ones in a couple of videos. And we're going to go ahead and share them with you.
Oh, no.
and we're gonna hope you like them. So all of mine come from an account on Pornhub called Porn Force, which sounds like the adult version of Power Rangers.
And just
Power Rangers Porn Force.
Just to preface this real quick, we're not going to be talking about like super dirty shit that's on there, because there's some dirty fucking shit on there.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, this is more like innuendo, if anything, and more straight to the point.
Yeah, this is more just like the funny random comments that you're gonna see on there, not the ones of like, oh my god, the way he does that stuff to her. Oh my god, I wish he could do that to me. You know, like those stupid ones like that.
Right. So yeah, what do you got, Jack?
So this first one I have here, Japani and Frostberry says at 10:17. At 10:17, dude almost shoved the dick back in without a condom. Man, be careful.
Oh man. I don't know what to say about that. Oh, I had to come back up. Okay, so this next one comes from Skyrim45.
All right.
It's 3 years ago. He says, wish I knew his porn star's name. And right under it says, her. I mean, not him.
All right, this next one comes from Young123. He's got a bunch of G's in there. And, oh my God. And I don't know how this came about, but he says, all of the birds died in 1986. All of the birds died in 1986 due to Reagan killing them and replacing them with spies that are now watching us. The birds work for the government.
Oh, that's great. That's great. So this next one comes from Vivian Laura, something like that. And it has to do with a... So I remember when I did this, when I looked up these comments, this comment in particular was around Easter time. So of course they had an Easter episode.
Sure.
And it says, best movie I saw. This rabbit fucks very well. God, dude, these people.
Oh my God.
Holy shit.
Okay, this one comes from Master_Bader7. And I guess there was a bit of a debate going on of because I guess it was a threesome between this girl with the last name of Rhea and other girl with the last name of Black. And it says Ray looks hotter and gives better BJs. However, she doesn't do anal. Black is a complete slut. Even looks like one too.
Oh my God, these people are so...
Who has time for all these comments?
I don't know, man.
Well, apparently we do.
So this next one comes from Brand Who, something like that, whatever. 8 months ago. So basically the preface of this video is the guy is playing video games.
Okay.
So, it just starts out playing video games and it turns into other shit. The comment says, there's no TV in this room. What a clown. And then the person under it, Firepuff, says, Waymen are not video games. And there's a bunch of thumbs up. Waymen apparently are supposed to be women.
Yeah.
Not video games. So I don't know what to fucking think about this shit.
Okay, so this next one comes from Elijah Inches. And he's checkmarked. He's got a little blue checkmark.
Really? Wow. Yeah. I don't know what to say.
And the video was called Bleached Raw. Or at least the company, I guess, whatever. And it says, since it's bleached instead of blacked, can we get a bunch of black girls instead of a bunch of black girls getting bleached? I fucking love black girls. I like this too, but fuck, man, I want my black girls fucked by white guys.
What is happening?
I want the inverse of blacked, like the name implies, man.
What the fuck? So the last one I have here for myself is from Secret C Cub, or just CK Ub, or just Cub. 1 year ago. Just a good old. why am I not able to download the videos? Like, what?
Jeez. Okay, so I got one more, and this one was just too good to not say. Okay. This also comes from Porn Force, the video, and apparently the girl in the video isn't making any noise.
Oh, shit.
So a lot of dudes are saying like, "Oh, she's a fucking fish out of water," she's just whatever. So this comment comes from Porn Force.
Oh god.
The model in the video is of legal age, and yes, she is deaf. However, just because a person is deaf doesn't mean he or she can't make any decisions on their own. Stop acting like you've never visited a porn site before in your life. If you have a problem with the title, I suggest you sue Johnny Sins for claiming to be a doctor as well. Porn equals acting.
Oh my god.
So I guess the video is this girl just getting fucking railed, but she's not making any noise because she can't. Porn is hiring everybody.
Dude.
You want to talk about equal opportunity employment?
Yeah.
They're hiring everybody.
Oh, for sure. For sure. And
Good on them.
what's funny is that people are like, they get all offended by comments and stuff like that, like on Facebook and Twitter and stuff. If you've never been to a porn site, you do not know what a fucking wasteland is until you go to a fucking porn site.
Yeah.
Like,
no,
porn
for sure.
comments like are the absolute worst. Like, there's stuff on there that I've even seen where I'm like, dude, what the fuck did I just read? What just happened? Like,
and you know what else too?
Bad.
To say that you've never been to a porn site, you're a goddamn liar. Everybody's been to a porn site at least once.
At least once.
Yeah.
Not like, even if it was just to like, because you check somebody's history and you're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's everywhere.
Yeah, I know.
I remember one time that happened to me a long time ago where I was at my friend's house and I opened up a porn site and I was like looking at it. And then my friend's dad like kind of walks in. He just like saw it. He walked away. And I didn't realize until I turned around and I saw him walk away. And I was like, oh, shit.
So here's the last thing I'm gonna say about porn and stuff. Is I was scrolling through OfferUp, okay?
Okay.
And all of a sudden, I came across this. Somebody,
what the fuck?
Somebody was selling Japanese silicone sex dolls.
Dude, what the fuck?
$370 each.
Damn.
And when I was looking at the different pictures, because there's different types of girls, there's this one looks more blonde, this one's more brunette, this one's straight up black hair, whatever, and they have different faces and stuff. Apparently they're super lifelike to where you can like even move their fingers and their their joints like really well.
Holy shit.
And the skin feels like skin, and I'm assuming it's probably like that practice tattoo skin that they use,
Yeah.
And look at that, dude. Like the pictures in here, like they're posed. The girls are posed in poses. And
that's weird.
Yeah. I mean, I've never seen anything like this on OfferUp before. And I'm surprised he didn't get taken down.
I'm surprised he get taken down.
I need to check this guy to see if he's still there, because
maybe he hasn't gotten taken down because it's not like there's
it doesn't
nothing,
say sex or anything.
Yeah, it's not like explicit either. Because I mean the dolls have like stuff on them and stuff like that. So
if you buy them, they're gonna have stuff on them.
They're not like butt ass naked in the picture or anything like that.
Yeah, they're what do you call it? Like one of them like obviously has like nipples showing, but like he's got little no signs over him.
No, don't touch me.
So see, look they're not there, but for some reason, fucking baby dolls show up.
Whoa, that's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Ugh.
But yeah, dude. So look out for what you're looking on the random shit that you see on OfferUp, because you might just find some sex dolls.
Yeah.
And if you got an extra $400 laying around,
you just might buy one.
Yeah, you can get yourself a pretty good one from this guy.
Dude, that is so fucking weird.
Yeah.
I guess people are just into some weird shit. You know what I mean? Like they either can't get companionship or they don't want companionship, and they just rather get a doll. I guess
they're into the whole fantasy stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
You think they dress it up in weird shit for like Halloween stuff too? Holidays?
At least the doll doesn't yell at you because you did bad.
Yeah.
You know?
The
doll doesn't
according
walk
to the
out
doll,
on
you always do good.
The doll's like, damn, that was great. You're like, I know.
That was the best I ever had. Every night. Best you ever had.
Greatest 3 seconds ever.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, before we get out of here, Executioner, why don't you go ahead and tell them about a soon upcoming podcast we're going to be starting.
Mm-hmm. So just to preface again, as I've been saying preface a lot. I don't know why.
Preface.
Anyways, preface. So we're going to be doing the GTP Conspiracy Podcast, as we've talked about in the first episode. And again, we definitely want to, the point of it is to help people open up their minds to different things that are happening in the world. There's all kinds of stuff happening that we're told is either untrue or absolute blasphemy. And one of the things that I personally like to do is to research into different things and understand clearly as to either why they're being hidden or as to, you know, why they're actually being thought of. And in today's society, I feel like we are put into a position where if you feel one way and it's not in the way of a scientist or a doctor or a teacher or anything like that, then you're seen as an outcast, you're seen as an idiot, you're seen as stupid. And again, as I say it again, just like in the Truman Show, you can't explore anything else, Truman, because everything's already been explored. And that's where we are currently in our time. But what I want to do is I want to break those walls and I want to get people thinking again. It doesn't mean that you have to believe anything that I'm saying. It only means that you research it and figure it out for yourself.
That's right. So stay tuned for all Good Times Podcast shows. We'll be dropping hints and letting you know when this show's about to come out.
Damn right.
And also, Executioner, where can they find you on the social stuff?
So, first and foremost, when we wrapping this up here, I just want to thank Yeshua and Elohim for allowing me to do this. I want to thank each and every one of you for listening, subscribing, doing all that good stuff. We had that little layoff and now we're back, and it feels really, really good to get this stuff out again and talk to y'all and feed y'all with the knowledge of the GTP knowledge. But yeah, you can go ahead and find me on the social stuff. Go ahead and go to thegoodtimespodcast.com, hit the about button. From there, you can go ahead and add me on Facebook, Instagram, or Snapchat. I don't give out my Twitter anymore because, well, if you ever see my Twitter, you'll know. But yeah, so you can go ahead and find me on there. Thanks again for listening. What about you, Jack? Where can they find you?
Well, when they go to thegoodtimespodcast.com and they hit the About button, under my name, you'll see a Snapchat, a Instagram, and a Twitter. All of them at BSALSENCHEZ. Go ahead and give me a follow. Let's talk about the show. Let's talk about some funny shit.
Yeah.
And I think that's it. So, in the meantime and in between time, thank you for listening to the show. And stay tuned next week for another episode of Good Times.
Tonight.